to the channel, me and Karki. It's been such a long time since I've seen you guys. Where you guys been? Where you been?
Why, where you been?
Today's video, it is cold out here. Airplanes. Today's video is about the 5 essential items that you need to have in your vehicle, specifically for cold weather, all right? These 5 items, it behooves you to have these 5 items in your vehicle at all times, all right? Quick side note, when I was in the 7th grade, my teacher said, behooves, in class one day, and the whole classroom just started laughing. We just started dying laughing. She ignored us, and she said it again like 5 minutes later. We dying laughing. She was like, what are y'all laughing at? And we was like, that's not a word. She was like, you stupid kids, it is a word. No, it's not. We went and looked it up, and I guess we were stupid kids because it is a word. So every time I use the word behooves, I have to put a little extra emphasis on it, that's all. To start off, our 5 essential items for your vehicle, specifically for cold weather, we're gonna start with the sponsor of today's video, which is the one, the only, Etenwolf. Now, this is the Etenwolf Boost 2000 Jump Starter. Now, I've already used this once. I'll tell you why later, okay? I've already used this once, but this is the Etenwolf 2000 Jump Starter, right? Now, I know you've probably seen a lot of jump starters. They're all over the place. This is probably one of my favorite ones so far, and it's primarily due to the size. It's very compact, it's very lightweight. You can hold it in your hand just like this. And it has these rubber pieces on the top and the bottom, so you can set it up like this, you can lay it down. So the design of it is what I like the most. Right, you open up here, that's where your cable goes in to charge your battery. On this side, you can charge it with USB-Cs or regular USB, and it also has a light on top. So very cool. Let me just open up the box to show you what else is in the box. There's your cable to charge it in, and once again, your USB-C on that side. It also comes with a nice carrying bag. So like I say, it behooves you to keep this in your vehicle at all times. And then up under there, you have your cables, right? Now, like I say, very easy to use, very straightforward. This is also what I like about this unit specifically. Like I say, your cables go right there on that side. You plug in that side right there, right? Same thing. Plug it right there and you're good to go, right? Black goes to negative, red goes to positive. You're good to go. That's literally it, right? Very simple, very easy to use, all right? Now, if you look here, you turn it on, hold it down, boom, lights up. It shows you your percentage. You're at 94%, right? Pretty cool. And then, like I said, here you have a light. Boom, hold it down. Boom, you have a light. You press it again. It dims a little bit. Press it again. It flickers like kind of like your flares that you would have if you needed roadside assistance. Press it again. It flickers a little slower. Press it again. It goes off. So, very cool unit to have. Like I say, I like this one off. Very cool unit to have, something that I would recommend you have in your vehicle at all times. Now, like I said, this does not matter which vehicle you have. If you have a truck, you have a Mazda, you have a car, you have a Bentley, you have a Tesla. Well, maybe not a Tesla, but any other vehicle that you have that has a 12-volt battery, this is recommended to have in your vehicle at all times. Let me tell you what happened to me. A few weeks ago, I was working on the truck. I installed some off-road lights. As you see the off-road lights right there. I installed those on the truck, and I made the rookie mistake, can't believe I did it, of leaving the lights on. Not just those lights. I left all the lights on the truck. And as you can imagine, I came back, and the battery was dead. I went to go pick up the kids from school, and the battery was dead. Thank God I had a charger, because all I did was plug it up, black on black, red on red, hit the key, and it cranked right up. So, like I say, very important to have in your vehicle at all times. We're going to keep this one in the Mazda just in case. Like I say, cold weather and batteries don't really go well together. So keep this in your vehicle at all times and keep it charged at all times. It's cold outside. Unfortunately, this is my little heater for the garage. It doesn't do much, but it does keep your hands warm. Now, number 2 on our list of essentials to keep for your vehicle, especially in the wintertime, right there. Keep this handy at all times. It is a windshield de-icer for windows and wipers, and also has a built-in scraper right there on the top. My brother-in-law actually got this for me a couple years ago, but keep this in your vehicle at all times. You never know when you will need it. You need to scrape ice off your window, whatever the case may be. This is perfect for your vehicle. It does not matter where you live. Everybody gets ice except for like Miami or somebody, but everybody else gets snow and gets ice at some point in the year, all right? Very important. Number 3 on our list is actually from the sponsor of today's video as well, Etenwolf. Big shout out to Etenwolf. Check out the link in the description for Etenwolf products if you need anything air related, tire related, you need jump starters, check out the link in the description below. Flashlights, whatever you need, check it out. All right. Boom, there it is right there. This is the T300 right here. Now, this is a tire gauge probe for you to check the tire pressure of your vehicle. Now, one of the cool things, the reason that this is important, and also has a cool light right down the front. The reason that this is important is because, let me open the door, I'll show us back up. It's cold. The reason this is important is because the truck will tell you if your tire pressure is low. It'll give an alert on the dash, and it'll tell you exactly which tire it is that's low. The Mazda will tell you that your tire pressure is low, but it will not tell you exactly which tire it is, which is odd because this vehicle is actually newer than this vehicle. So you would think that this vehicle would do it and this one wouldn't, but this one does and that one doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? So this is very important because now you know. So let's say, for example, you have an issue with one of these tires. It'll tell you it's low. You won't know which one. So let's say you go put air in your tire, you won't know which tire to go put air into, and you'll sit there taking up time trying to figure out which tire it is and putting air in every single one of your tires until you figure out which one it is. All right. Trust me, I've done it before. So this is very easy to use. Right? You take off your cap, you turn it on, you make sure you are set to PSI. You literally just that quickly. 31.1. So now you know what your tire pressure is in this specific tire. Very cool item to have in your vehicle at all times, especially a vehicle that does not tell you which tire it is or doesn't tell you the tire pressure in each specific tire. Okay. Now we actually did. I'm gonna go back inside. It's cold. And I forgot to put the cap back on, so I have to go back outside. But I will do that later, okay? I'm not doing it again. Now, we actually did a giveaway of these on Instagram in partnership with Etenwolf. So follow me on Instagram at me and Carkeys, and you'll know when we do any type of giveaways. We gave away 3 of these in conjunction with Etenwolf. Very cool giveaway, so check it out. All right. Now, this leads me to the next item on our list. Get you an air pump. Tire gauge pressure monitor if you don't have an air pump. Okay, nobody wants to go to the gas station and try to pump air in their tires. That's a no-no around here. Okay, because half the time they don't work anyway. All right, and it also leaves you kind of vulnerable when you're down there pumping air in your tires and you can't see your surroundings. All right, so it'd be easier to always have an air pump in your possession at all times in any one of your vehicles, just in case something happens. Or just to say, let's say you get a nail in your tire, you just need to get to the next stop. You can just put a little bit of air in it and it'll get you to the next stop, all right? And as well as keep it charged at all times as well. I have one around here somewhere. It's actually, matter of fact, it's actually in the truck right now as we speak. Now, number 3 on our list was actually a suggestion from you guys, the Motivation Crew, TMC. That's me, that's you, that's what we do. And the suggestion was a rug. Now, I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. Unfortunately, I need to go outside again. Let me put this back on before I forget. Now, the suggestion actually came from you guys, the Motivation Crew, and somebody told me to get a rug or a towel or a blanket of some sort and cover your windshield when you know it's going to be ice the next day. Now, I didn't really get that because I had never done it before. I never even heard it before, but I did it. One day I came out here when I knew it was going to be ice and snow, and I actually used that same rug, which is kind of odd, I know, and actually it was on the truck. I covered the windshield on the truck, and when I came out the next morning, the ice was on the rug, not on the windshield, right? Very smart. I just never thought about it, but yeah, very smart, very cool tactic to use. So that's number 4 on our list, is to get you a rug or a towel of some sort to cover your windshield with, and when you know it's going to be snow and ice. Also behoove you to check the weather report the night before so you know to do that, all right? So what I did was I had it sitting up here, and I had it tucked in the door, and I had closed the door on top of it so that it wouldn't move. And like I say, the whole windshield was covered, but there was no ice on it whatsoever. Perfect. So the last item on our list actually came from one of you guys, the Motivation Crew. It's a friend of mine. I call him my advisor. His name is Jimmy. Big shout out to you, Jimmy. Thanks a lot for your help. So a couple years ago, Jimmy left a comment of some things that he keeps in his vehicle that he suggests that people keep in their vehicles. And it was like an all-out survival kit. And it was some stuff that I just never actually thought about. So I'm going to highlight a couple of those items that he pointed out. There were things like flares, flashlights, a first aid kit, not like some little baby first aid kit with just Band-Aids, a real all-out first aid kit. Water, non-perishable items of food, just in case, like an emergency food kit. And I mean, like I said, I just never thought about some of these items. There was snow chains, recovery items, and like I said, these are things I just never thought about. He said keep a blanket in your vehicle. I just never thought about it. And I mean, it's very important. I'm gonna list everything he said in the description below so you can see the entire kit that he said to keep in your car. But like I said, it's just things that we never think about. Now, earlier I said it does not matter what type of car you have, what type of vehicle you have. It also does not matter where you live. I said that before as well. I live in Atlanta, so Atlanta's not really a place that's known for snow and ice and that type of thing. However, a couple years ago, we got what we called Snowmageddon. Now, the rest of the country's probably laughing at us. I'm sure this was on the news, and I know y'all were actually laughing at us. But Snowmageddon happened, and we didn't know what to do. People don't know. We don't know how to drive in it. The city doesn't treat the streets, or they didn't treat the streets well enough in time. So people were actually stuck on the side of the road. And I don't mean like 20 cars. I mean like 800 cars were stuck on the side of freeways and side streets, and people didn't know what to do. People were not prepared. A lot of people stuck it out in their vehicles with no supplies whatsoever. A lot of people got out their vehicles and walked home. Some people walked to the nearest Walmart, spent the night there. It was bad, okay? But like I say, we weren't prepared because we don't know to be prepared because we don't actually normally deal with this stuff. So anyway, the point is to always be prepared as you possibly can be in the event that something does happen, all right? Now, this video is right on time. Yesterday, this car was covered in ice. There were like ice pellets on top of the car, which was really weird. But this morning, this truck was covered in ice as well. So this is right on time. Matter of fact, this week last year, it was snow and everything was shut down. Like I said, in Atlanta, when it snows, everything shuts down. Nobody knows what to do. We don't know how to drive in it. We don't suggest you driving in it. Even if you're from like up north and you think you can drive in it, don't do it in Atlanta because it's completely different. The streets are not treated. The people that you're driving around don't know what they're doing either. So just, when it snows in Atlanta, you stay home. But anyway, point being, be prepared as possible with these items. 5 essential items that I behoove you have in your vehicle at all times. Once again, big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Etenwolf. Check the link in the description below if you need any products, whether that be a jump starter, whether that be a tire gauge. They also have other products on their website as well. They also have a tire pump on their website as well. So check out the link in the description below for Etenwolf. All right. Till next time, Motivation Crew, that's me, that's you, that's what we do. I'll see you next time.